Hare Krishna. Welcome back to my channel. I am Radhika Piyari Devidasi and today I am going to share with you the glories of Sri Madan Mohan ji. So in this video I am going to share with you how Madan Mohan ji deity was established and what is the relationship with this deity an individual or a living entity has to establish, and the story, the entire story connected to it. When Krishna left this planet, his great grandson Vajranabh wanted to establish shrines which were dedicated to him. The only living person who was present on this world at that time was Uttara. Uttara, who was the daughter-in-law of Arjuna, the wife of Abhimanyu. So she was the only one who had personally seen Krishna. So Vajranabh actually called Uttara and he got the deity made and asked Uttara Devi that if he looks like Krishna. So she looked at Krishna and Madan Mohan, and then she actually said that he looks exactly like Krishna up to the waist. So from the feet to the waist. So now, during the time of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it was Srila Sanatana Goswami who was worshipping the deity Sri Madan Mohan. One time what happened that there was like a bunch of group of little boys, they were playing, and Srila Sanatana Goswami happened to see this boy, and among those boys he saw one boy who was very, very attractive looking. He just looked so attractive that he was like little dark complexion and had beautiful big eyes and reddish lips. So as soon as Srila Sanatana Goswami saw this boy, he understood that it is Krishna. So what he did was he started following that boy. So this boy was going back home and he was going towards Mathura. So Srila Sanatana Goswami started following him, and he saw that in Mathura this little boy is actually staying with a Brahmana family whose name was Chaube, their last name was Chaube. So he was living over there. So Srila Sanatana Goswami goes to the head of the family, the Brahmana, and then he says that the boy who's living with you, this boy is actually Krishna himself. You should not allow him to play, otherwise he'll just get dirty, completely dirty, and it's not, don't allow him to play. He's just playing so bad that he's getting dirty. So the Brahmana was actually amazed that, oh, Krishna is living with us, he got amazed. And then, but because he's a Srila Sanatana Goswami was like a great saint and he's great devotee of Hari, so he agreed and he understood that might be it is Krishna. So now what happened was that same night Srila Sanatana Goswami actually gets a dream, and that same boy comes in his dream, and then he says that I am Madan Mohan, and he says that I actually want to go with you and I want to go for Vrindavan Parikrama, so please take me. So I want to he just says that he just wants to go forever, he wants to go with him. So now what happens is that when he gets a dream, so in the morning he wakes up and then he decides to go to the Chaube's place, and he tells everything to Chaube that Madan, it was actually, this boy is actually Madan Mohan, he wants to go with me. So what happens is that this Brahmana says that I got the same dream last night, that he was asking for me to send him with you. So now the boy is given to Srila Sanatana Goswami, but Srila Sanatana Goswami thinks about it, and then he lays a condition in front of this boy, and he says that, see, I am a renunciate, I live very simple, sometimes I go without food, I just get food by begging, so you will have to adjust with whatever I will give you, and if you are going to complain, then I'll send you back to the choppers. He says like that. So Madan Mohan says that no, I will accept whatever you will give. I just want to go with you. I just want to stay with you. That's what this boy says. So now Srila Sanatana Goswami takes him, and there is a tila near Yamuna. Tila means hill, and it's called a Dwadashaditya tila. There in Vrindavan, he takes him, and then there was a tree connected to it. On top of the hill he takes him. He puts Madan Mohan in that basket, and then he ties it up, and that's how he is deciding to take care of him. So now every day what happens is that Srila Sanatan Goswami, he goes out for begging, but he's so much absorbed into devotional service. He's, in meditation, he's chanting, he's writing the commentaries, and engaged into devotional service. So sometimes he just goes without asking anything from the people. Sometimes he would just get wheat flour. Now when he gets wheat flour, now he takes some water, Yamuna water, and he kneads it into a dough, and then that dough he throws it in a fire, and that kind of cooks the dough. It becomes like a black color like ball, and then he breaks it, and then he offers it to Madan Mohan. That actually food is called as bati. It's kind of a food from the North India too, so it's called bati. So it breaks it and then gives it to Madan Mohan without even salt. So what happens is that Madan Mohan accepts it, but every time he accepts it like that without salt or anything, sometimes a little bit of rice. So one day when he offers his bati like this na to Madan Mohan, he says that, is it okay if you will give me some salt? So Srila Sanatan Goswami is like, see, I told you that you're going to complain about it. I told you that I'm a renunciate, I live simple, I have no other, I don't go out for begging, I just live very simply, and then he still complains, now I'm going to send you back to the Chaubis. So he kind of threatens him. So Madan Mohan is like, oh, sorry. Like he just like, okay, it's okay, I'll just eat it without that, no problem. And then he just agrees, and then he eats, and like he's satisfied. He's like, no, I want to go with you. I want to stay with you only. So next day what happens is like a big like boat, which is like or a ship like which is carrying salt, is actually going to the river Yamuna, and then actually going to Agra, where this salt is getting sold, and this is by a merchant called Krishnadas Kapoor. So that particular ship actually gets stuck in the sands of this tila where they are staying, the Dwadashatitya tila. It gets stuck there. The boat gets stuck. Now he cannot go there and do his business, this Krishnadas Kapoor. So he goes to Srila Sanatan Goswami. He begs him that, please help me. What do I do? Like, this thing has happened and I need to go and I need to sell my salt. So Sanatan Goswami ji says that, what can I do? I'm a poor man. I'm a mendicant. What can I do? Ask to Madan Mohan. He is going to help you. So he prays. This Kapoor merchant, he prays to Madan Mohan ji, and then as soon as he prays, goes back and sees that the boat is kind of released from that sand. So so that time this merchant, he actually makes a promise that he's going to build a temple for Madan Mohan there. So now the temple gets built for Madan Mohan ji. Now this was actually established in this temple of Madan Mohan ji was established in Vrindavan in 1581, and during the time of the Mughal Raj, like I think it was the numbers were 1670, Aurangzeb, he came, and he actually was, we all know that he was a big tyrant, and he was just destroying temples, all the Sanatana mandir, all Krishna mandirs, and especially in Vrindavan, because it's like so many mandirs are there, so many deities are there. So he actually was destroying those mandir. So he also tried to destroy this deity, the deity. So there was a king from Jaipur. His name was Jai Singh, and he actually arranged it in a manner that three deities actually, Sri Madan Mohan ji, Gopinath ji, and Govind ji, they were all brought to Jaipur, and they were taken care there, because this Aurangzeb was just destroying the temples right and left in Vrindavan. Now what happened was Jai Singh actually had a sister who got married, and she was living in Karauli with her husband, and that king actually requested for Madan Mohan ji to come and live there in Karauli. Now Jai Singh did not like that proposal. He did not like it, but the sister of Jai Singh was so attached to Madan, she couldn't go even one day without the darshan of Madan Mohan ji. So what happened was he made a challenge. Jai Singh made a challenge in front of the wife, in front of the husband of his sister, that I will blindfold you, and then you, Govindji, Gopinathji, and Madan Mohanji is there. You can, if you put your hand towards whoever, whichever deities, that deities you can take. Otherwise, you can, otherwise you cannot take the deities if it is not Madan Mohan. So astonishingly, even though blindfolded, he goes straight at Madan Mohanji's and he touches or grabs the feet of Madan Mohanji. And because the challenge was solved and he gained victory, he was given the deities. So now the deity, the original deity, Madan Mohanji deity, is actually in Karauli. Now the place where the original deity, the temple was of Madan Mohanji, that temple actually, which was destroyed by Muslims, they placed there a Pratibhu deity, which is called as a replacement deities, having the same potency as the original deity, that was placed in Vrindavan. And also what happened was a Govardhan Shila was also placed. This Govardhan Shila was worshipped by Sanatana Goswami ji during his time, so that is also placed in Vrindavan. Now, what does this Madan Mohan deity or represents, that we have to know. So it is explained that how Uttara, Devi Uttara, she recognized when she was seeing the original Murti of Madan Mohanji, she said that he matches Krishna from the feet to the waist. So this first step of establishing relationship with Krishna is through the process of Sambandha. Sambandha means where we establish our or rekindle our forgotten relationship or a broken relationship with Krishna. So Madan Mohan ji actually represents that building up of that broken relationship. So anyone, even if they are inexperienced in spiritual life, but they take shelter of Madan Mohan ji, his lotus feet. That is where the darshan starts, from the feet first, and then we go to the face. So one worships the lotus feet of the Lord and in the form of Madan Mohanji. So what happens? Attentively one worships. So that person's material desires are all gone away. Like they just go away completely, and their spiritual life or their Krishna consciousness becomes very strong, established, very greatly established. So this Madan Mohan deity represents the Sambandha part of Krishna consciousness of a living entity. When someone wants to rekindle their forgotten relationship, they can actually worship Sri Madan Mohanji. And Srila Sanatana Goswami is actually said to be the perfect spiritual master because he delivers an individual to the lotus feet of Sri Madan Mohan. So this was today's talk about a little bit brief about Madan Mohanji, the story behind how Madan Mohanji was established. And if you go to Vrindavan, do go and take darshan of the Pratibhu deity of Vrindavan. And if you get to go to Karauli, then you will also be fortunate to get darshan of the original deity of Madan Mohanji. So this was for today, and so now if there are any questions, any comments, any feedbacks, please write to me. And if you're liking my videos, if you think they are providing some quality to you, then please subscribe to it. If you haven't yet, like it, share it with as much people as you can. So thank you so much for watching. Hare Krishna.